The following sports special is a broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR, Martinsburg. It's time for the fun of a summertime tradition with Little League All-Star Baseball. Play ball! Today's Little League All-Star action is being brought to you by
Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring, Bechtel Jewelers, Miller's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, the Berkeley County Health Department, Procter & Gamble, Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors John Everson and Phil McCoy, and Parsons Ford.
And now, let's go to the ballpark and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Everyone, and welcome back into the Grant County Little League Complex. We are at Michael Field, where we are getting ready for winners bracket action in this 10 to 12-year-old West Virginia District 6 Little League All-Star Tournament. Jefferson taking on Bi-State. Earlier in the elimination game, it was Martinsburg with the win over Hampshire by a 10-5 final. That means Martinsburg moves on to play tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock, and they'll take on the team that loses this matchup here this evening. Our winner this evening really in the driver's seat, as they would have a chance to need just one more win to be the district champion and could have 2 games to win one. We'll tell you more about it as we get into our broadcast here this evening. Matt Miller with you. Matt Crawford has the weekend off. Caleb Valero is our studio engineer. Well, it is TV 10 and Talk Radio WRNR sports coverage of Little League All-Star Baseball. Jefferson 2-0, the Area 1 winners bracket champions. Victories over South Berkeley 13-0 and Martinsburg 5-2. It is Bi-State as the Area 2 winners bracket champion with just 3 teams in that tournament. They had a bye on the opening day and needed just that one victory, a 15-3 win over Hampshire, and Bi-State at 1-0 comes in as the winners bracket champion from Area 2. It is Jefferson who will be the visiting team. Bi-State winning the coin flip, and they will be the home team in this one. They'll be in the dugout off the first base side wearing the white pants with the red jersey tops and dark blue and or maybe black trim with white lettering. Bi-State on those jersey tops along the third base line, and out of the third base dugout, Jefferson, the white pants with the maroon jersey tops with white lettering and trim. Now let's jump into the starting lineups. We'll begin with the visiting Jefferson County All-Stars, led by manager Chris Kinsler, assisted by coaches Sam Roberts and Robbie Shipe. For Jefferson, center fielder Jackson Earl is in the leadoff spot, followed by the catcher Sam Hefner. It's Ryan Kelly, the shortstop, batting third. In the cleanup spot, first baseman Connor Smith. Batting fifth and doing the pitching is Brady Roberts. The second baseman is Cole Smith. He'll bat sixth. Hitting seventh in left field is Darren Gilliam. Batting eighth, third baseman Xander Granados. And the number 9 hitter is the right fielder Jet Gross. Rounding out the roster is Miles Hoover, along with Aubrey Hobson, Trajan Kinsler, and Tanner Lukens. Now for Bi-State, they are led by manager Dean Davey with coach Robbie Seib, and we'll get to their lineup after we pause for the Little League Pledge.
I trust in God, I love my country, and will respect the choice. I will play fair and strive to win, but win or lose, I will always do my best.
And there you go. It's just about time to play ball as we have had the Little League Pledge. All right, let's check out the Bi-State starting lineup. Shortstop Bradley Gensler is in the leadoff, followed by the right fielder Corey Seib. Doing the catching is Tristan Root. He'll bat third. In the cleanup spot, third baseman Julian Pattison. The center fielder is Jacob Netting, batting fifth. Batting sixth at second base, Lucas Davey, the number 7 hitter. Starting pitcher Leighton Valentine. Batting eighth at first base, Dakota Joyner. And the number 9 hitter is the left fielder, Peyton Durst. John Harris and Braylon McGreevy round out the roster for Bi-State. All right, let's send it back to the studio. We'll take a 1-minute timeouts, and then when we come back, we will get you into this one as Jefferson and Bi-State play in a winner's bracket matchup. It's Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
It's one of the toughest times you'll ever face when someone close to you passes away. It's a swirl of papers to sign and arrangements to be made, all while you're dealing with grief. At Brown Funeral Home, we encourage you to pre-plan. Pre-planning not only makes things easier for you, it protects you from rising costs. At Brown Funeral Home, our families are precious to us, and so are yours. Brown Funeral Home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown, Ranson.
If you hang the WVU Medicine sign, certainly has helped take us to another level.
He literally saved my life. It's just mind-boggling to me that he was able to do what he did.
We're able to affect much more of a difference for our patients with these resources.
Having people treated locally enhances their overall care.
They treat you great, and they're down to earth in the West Virginia way that all West Virginians treat each other.
Welcome back in to Michael Field. Dimensions 200 feet all the way around, down both the left and right field lines into straightaway center field as well. Nice amount of foul territory down both lines. A little tighter directly behind home plate, but depending on how and where that ball caroms, certainly the opportunity to advance at least one base on any sort of a passed ball or a wild pitch. We saw that in the earlier game with Martinsburg getting a 10-5 win over Hampshire. Dugout off the first base side. The home dugout, that's where Bi-State is. Dugout off the third base side, the visiting dugout, and that is where Jefferson is located. The umpiring crew has met with our coaching staffs. They have gone over the ground rules here, and Bi-State is taking to the field as Jefferson will prepare to hit in this top half of inning number one. Let's tell you how these teams got here as Jefferson in their first matchup in the Area 1 tournament scored a 13-0 victory over South Berkeley, and then in the Winners Bracket Championship a 5-2 victory over Martinsburg, a game in which they out-hit Martinsburg 6-4 and took advantage of a couple of Martinsburg errors. It was a 5-run third inning for Jefferson as all of the runs in the game came in that inning, but really it was all about Ryan Kelly, who went 5+, giving up just the 2 runs on 3 hits to get the win in that one, and Cole Smith coming on to help close it out as Jefferson with the Winners Bracket Championship moving into this game. For Bi-State, as we mentioned earlier, just the one game, and they came out and really put the bat on the ball against Hampshire, scoring a 15-3 victory. And they are now ready to go in this one against Jefferson. You look back to last year, Bi-State and Jefferson were the two teams that represented this district in advancing on to state tournament play. Bi-State went 2-1. Jefferson went 3-1. As they lost in the state semifinals. Jefferson falling in the state semis 7-2 against Barbersville, while Bi-State lost a 4-1 decision against Fairmont in the state semifinals. Of course, this year, not going to be 2 representatives from District 6, but rather just the 1 representative, and that's what we talked about a little bit earlier in how this district tournament will play out a little different from the last, about 10 to 12 to 13 years or so when we have been sending 2. You've got the winner of this one advancing on still without a loss, while the loser has to come back out and play tomorrow against Martinsburg, and then that winner will play tonight's winner and would have to beat them twice in order to be the district representative and advance. So this is a key game. You want to stay in the winner's bracket as long as possible. Well, Jackson Earl standing in, fouls away the first pitch from Leighton Valentine. This one is underway. Our first pitch at 7:43. Earl, a right-hand batter, slightly closed stance, takes this pitch that misses just up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Earl 3 hits in 5 at-bats in that Area 1 tournament, a couple of runs driven in. A walk and a strikeout as well. He tries to dance out of the way of a low inside pitch, but it hit him in the foot, and Jackson Earl takes first base. So the hit by pitch gives Jefferson their first base runner, and now brings up Sam Hefner. Hefner, the catcher, part of this same team a year ago. 10 to 12 bracket. Hefner with that little extra experience, and it has done him well as he takes a pitch that misses outside, a bit high as well. That's ball one. Our plate umpire, by the way, is Andy Miller. Eric Kreitz is at first. 1-0 pitch on the way. A strike on the outside corner now, 1-1. Brent Matheny is the second base umpire, and Kelly Heischman is your umpire at third. Several of these guys working both games of the doubleheader. Here's the pitch, lifted in the air, dropping quickly into right field. It's going to drop in front of Seib. He'll have to play it on a bounce, and by the time he gets it to second, Jackson Earl is there. Hefner aboard, reaching on that bloop single into shallow right field. So a hit by pitch and a base hit, and Jefferson has something going in this top of the first. It brings up Ryan Kelly, shortstop and number 3 hitter. Good size in that right-hand box. He swings, and it looks like he got just a piece of it in and out of the mid of Tristan Root, the catcher. Count, no balls and a strike. Kelly 4 hits in 6 at-bats, including a couple of doubles back in the area tournament. Swings and fouls the 0-1 back. Count now 0-2. Had 3 runs batted in and came around to score 4 runs. He's got the pants up around the knees with the high sock look as he swings and sends this one into the air in right field. Ranging over to his right, Corey Seib is there to pull that one in, and Kelly is retired. The runners have to hold. Fly out to right for the first out of the inning, and it will bring up Connor Smith, first baseman and cleanup hitter for Jefferson. A left-hander on the hill delivers, and the first pitch, a foul tip. That one off of Tristan Root, and caroms over off the third base side towards the dugout. Count, no balls and a strike. Root says he's all right. Smith ready to step back in. The left-hand batter takes down low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Connor Smith, 4 hits in 5 at-bats, including a double and 2 runs driven in back in the area tournament. He came around to score 3 times. This one getting away from Valentine, very high. Count of 2 balls and a strike. Don't know if that was a curve of some sort or just a changeup that slipped out of the hand, but clearly a change of speed and nowhere near where he wanted it. Now that 2-1 delivery. Down low and outside in the dirt. Good scoop by Root, and it's a 3-1 count. 1 out in the inning, runners at first and second. No score, top of the first. Winners bracket matchup. Jefferson batting against Bi-State. Here comes that 3-1 delivery. Had the plate, but down below the knees, and that's a base on balls. So a hit by pitch, a single, and now a walk. And Jefferson has loaded the bases. Jackson Earl at third, Sam Hefner at second, Connor Smith at first, Brady Roberts, pitcher and number 5 hitter. Good size in that right-hand batter's box. Ready to go as Valentine delivers. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike on the outside edge. Good pitch. Roberts watching that one go by. He had a hit in 5 trips to the plate in the area tournament. Just 1 strikeout. Did a nice job putting the ball in play. A little late on that one. A swing and a miss. Count now, no balls and 2 strikes. Roberts with those feet spread wide apart, deep knee bend. Weight back and now strides into the pitch and fouls it out of play down the right field line. Holding no balls and 2 strikes. Big opportunity for Jefferson here in this top of the first inning. Bases loaded, just one out. No score yet, as Roberts will step back in and await the 0-2 delivery. The lefty on the hill, Valentine ready. Off-speed pitch lined over the head of the second baseman out into right field. It's a hit. A run will score. Hefner being waved around. Here comes the throw, and it gets by the catcher, and Hefner going to turn and go back towards the plate, and he'll score there. 2 runs are in as Jefferson takes the 2-0 lead. Connor Smith, who was at first, motors all the way around to third, and Brady Roberts with that throw coming through to the plate. Will take second base. He'll have an RBI single. That second run, going to have to score on an error on the errant throw that got by the catcher, as the runner was going back to third until it got by Root. So an RBI hit and an error, 2-0 the lead for Jefferson. Cole Smith the batter, and he takes ball 1 down low. 2 more in scoring position. Well, Martinsburg played at 4 in the top of the first inning in game 1. Went on for that 10-5 victory. Swing and a number out off the end of the bat, gloved by the catcher. He'll get the out at first, but it's the only out they will get as Connor Smith is able to come home and score from third. Swinging at that 1-0, Smith had a pretty good rip at it, but it was a little cue ball that came out off the end of the bat. Slowly spun into the grass just a little ways up the first base line. Tristan Root, the catcher, quickly on it and able to throw him out. The out recorded 2-3, but heads up base running by Connor Smith to come home and score. Cole Smith will get a run batted in. 2 outs now in the inning. Brady Roberts stands at third. 3-0 Jefferson. Darren Gilliam, the batter. He swings, bounces one off the plate, slowly rolling third base line, and a fair ball, and not able to make the play, Julian Pattison. He came down the line, knew he had to really rush on it, and as he reached down to try to get it, had it nick off the glove and stay on the ground, and Gilliam will reach, and another run scores as Roberts crosses from third. So 4-0 now that lead as Gilliam is aboard at first. It will bring up Xander Granados, and a steal on that very first pitch. Granados taking that one, I believe, a strike as they put it up on the scoreboard, and Gilliam with that steal of second base. Here's the delivery, and Granados fouls this one back. Big start to this one for Jefferson. 2 outs in the inning. A runner out at second base. Granados awaiting. Here comes the pitch, and he fouls it back. Good job to make some contact, fight it off, and live to see another pitch. Granados in that right-hand batter's box. The lefty ready. Here's that 1-2, and it's a ground ball towards the shortstop, and Gensler can't handle it cleanly as it kicks off the heel of his glove and over towards Pattison at third, and all hands are safe. So Gilliam will go to third. Granados will reach at first. That'll be an E6. A couple of errors now in this inning for Bi-State. They've been costly. Jefferson with a 4-0 lead and threatening for more with runners at the corners, and Jet Gross, the right fielder, number 9 hitter, standing in, and the pitch to him popped foul out of play just to our left. 9 batters batting in this first inning for Jefferson. Earl, Hefner, Connor Smith, and Brady Roberts all coming around to score. Here's the pitch, popped foul, back out of play. This one hitting the roof of the press box. Now 0-2 to Jet Gross, a left-hand batter in this lefty-lefty matchup with runners at the corners, 2 outs, and 4 runs already in. Here's the delivery, and again popped foul out of play. This one just to our left side, so a nice job by Gross battling, making Valentine work hard to try to get the out. The 0-2 again is due. Here it comes. There's that off-speed pitch. It misses high. Runner is on the move, and it's a steal without the benefit of a throw, as Xander Granados will take second. Count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 in scoring position now. That 1-2 delivery, and here's a line drive, base hit into center field. That'll plate at least 1. Gilliam able to score. Granado's going to make his turn, and he's going to start towards the plate. Now head back to third. The throw there, and they didn't get him as he was able to get back in on that head first. Not really a dive, almost a fall going back in. So Gilliam able to cross from third. Granado stays at third. Gross will go to second as that throw went to third base. He's got himself an RBI single, and now 5 are on the board for Jefferson, a 5-0 lead. So a special pinch runner, Trajan Kinsler, going to be called on.
Jackson Earl.
So Kinsler is going to run at third. Back to the top of the order, and Jackson Earl, who swings through, strike 1. Two more in scoring position. 2 outs in the inning. Earl hit by a pitch, came around to score early. Here's a pitch down in the dirt. It gets away from the catcher, Roots. The runners started to advance and now quickly retreat to their respective bases. Root able to get on that one quickly as it came off the backstop. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Kinsler almost ran himself into a huge jam down that third base line, and heads up base running by Gross behind him to get back to second. So now that 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. 10 batters coming to the plate in this top half of the first inning. Here is the pitch. That one working a bit low and outside. Count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sam Hefner due next. If Earl can reach, here's that 2-2. It misses high. It's gone full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now Valentine went to 3 balls to Connor Smith, issued a walk to him. This is the second time he's gone to a 3-ball count, and the payoff pitch to Earl, here it comes. Down low and in. That one bounces away from the catcher. Here comes the runner to the plate, and the throw not in time. Root got to it off the third base side of the backstop. Got it to the pitcher covering, and now the pitcher turns, tries to throw the base runner out at second as Jackson Earl ended up going from first to second after throwing the walk on that ball 4 wild pitch, and the throw down there gets away, allowing Gross to come home and score along with Granados. So 2 more runs have crossed. And yet another error on the play. So there was a wild pitch on ball 4 and then the errant throw. You've got a runner in scoring position at second base. Sam Hefner at the plate, swinging through, strike 1. A 7-0 lead for Jefferson. Here comes the pitch, and this one gets fouled back. Count no balls and 2 strikes. Out of the first 9 batters, Ryan Kelly a fly out to right, and Cole Smith, the RBI little roller right out in front of the plate, the only 2 that did not reach and score. Here's a swing and a slow grounder towards the third baseman. Pattison in, has it, throws on the run, and got him at first. Nice stretch, Dakota Joyner, to pull that one in. Sam Hefner is retired. That ground out goes 5-3, and it will bring the inning to a close. But 11 batters come to the plate in the top of the first as Jefferson puts 7 runs on the board. We'll go to the bottom of the first. When we come back, it is Jefferson 7 and Bi-State coming to bat.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Ron Hawker here. You have no idea what Johnny's goes through to bring you the best seafood around. We have snow crab clusters, shrimp, crab meat, fish, all the best seafood you want at Johnny's. It's a tough job out here, but our customers are worth it. Johnny's with 2 great locations, 1456 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, and Route 11 South in Chambersburg.
Well, a lengthy top of inning number 1 for both of these teams. Obviously a little longer for Bi-State, who really struggled to get out of that top of the first as Jefferson sent 11 batters to the plate, 7 runs on 4 hits, 3 errors, 1 left. 2 walks and a hit batter in there as well. And for Leighton Valentine, 39 pitches. We had 22 of those going for strikes. And so Jefferson starter Brady Roberts staked to the big early lead. And Roberts 1-0 on this postseason in the 13-0 victory against South Berkeley. He went 4 innings, gave up just 1 hit, no runs, struck out 8, and did not walk a batter. His only action on the mound in the 2 games that Jefferson played in the Area 1 tournament. And he'll go to work on Bradley Gensler out of the leadoff spot. Corey Seib and then Tristan Root, the top 3 in this Bi-State order. And let's see if Bi-State can find a way to get something going. I mean, you give up 7 runs in the top of the first, and that can be tough. You don't want to go 1, 2, 3 and then be right back out there. Want to try to get something going in this one down early. We'll see how it plays out. Lights are on as the sun is setting and a little bit of cloud cover around the area here as well. Had rain earlier in the day, but the grounds crew did a great job. The field was tarped for the heavier rain that came later this afternoon, and the field in absolutely great shape. Our current game time temperature listed at 81, I'm going to call them sticky degrees. Bradley Gensler stands in the right-hand box and swings through the first pitch for strike 1. Gensler looking down at his coach in that third base coach's box. Now digging back in. This Little League system out of Ridgely, West Virginia. The name Bi-State coming from their location and the receiving of players from both West Virginia and Maryland. Swinging away at the 0-1. Gensler sends a line drive into straightaway center field, and that's down for a base hit. So Bi-State getting it started the way they wanted to in this bottom of the first. Gensler with a single to center. He is aboard for Corey Seib. That's S-E-I-B, Seib. Left-hand batter. Batting with nobody out and a runner at first. Roberts ready in the first pitch. A swing and I believe a foul tip. Yes, it was fouled. That one came off the catcher's mitt of Hefner, went through to the backstop, and our plate umpire Andy Miller with the quick indication, foul ball. Otherwise, an opportunity for Gensler to advance if there was no contact made, and that ball just simply went off the glove of Hefner. And that still was a live ball situation, but with the tip, it becomes a dead ball, and the runner stays at first. So now the 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Count no balls and 2 strikes. Out at first, Gensler dancing around a little bit, trying to draw the attention of the catcher, Hefner. He'll have none of it. Gives it back to Brady Roberts. We're ready to go. Opponents against Jefferson in that area tournament, just 2 runs on 5 hits. Squaring and showing bunt, Seib takes, pitch down and in, gets away from Hefner. And will we get an appeal to the third base umpire? It looked like we did. Kelly Heishman says no swing, as Seib got the bat back out of the way. So the count now at 1-2 strikes with a runner in scoring position at second. Now the fastball misses inside. Count evens 2-2. So a single, either a wild pitch or a pass ball, depending on how it was scored, advancing the base runner to second. Nobody out, and Seib in the left-hand box awaiting the 2-2 delivery. The righty Roberts from the stretch. Here it comes, and it's chopped foul down into home plate. Rolls in towards the backstop. We'll do it again at 2-2. Bi-State the district champions a year ago in this age bracket. The district runner-up in the 9 to 11 age bracket. Swinging away, here's a pop-up foul, back over the press box, out of play. Count holds 2 balls, 2 strikes. 7th pitch of this at-bat coming up. In the 9 to 11-year-old tournament, Jefferson got an 11 to 10 win over Bi-State. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He finally got him. A good pitch from Roberts as he went just a little further off that outside corner. Saib with a swing and a miss. 1 down with that runner still at second base. Tristan Root, catcher and number 3 hitter, to the plate. 7-0. Jefferson on top of Bi-State, bottom of inning number 1. 7 runs on 4 hits in that top of the first for Jefferson. Root in the right-hand batter's box has to get out of the way of a high, tight one. Chin music, as they call it. That's ball 1. That one got away from Roberts and up and in. Root with a closed stance as that front foot kind of shades down the first base line just a little bit from that back foot. Takes this fastball that's high. 2 balls and a strike. So he shows just a little bit of that front shoulder to the pitcher before that pitch comes to the plate. Granados at the edge of the dirt and the infield grass at third. Here's the pitch, bounces off the plate down low, 3-0. Brady Roberts gathering himself, kicks a little dirt out in front of that pitching rubber. Now looks in at his catcher, Hefner, and he's ready with the 3-0. Lifts the leg and the pitch. That one's high and tight. There's ball 4. A single and a walk, and Bi-State has runners at first and second. 1 out in the inning. Julian Pattison to the plate, third baseman and cleanup hitter. Tall and lean in that batter's box, good size. You can imagine he's got some power behind that swing. First pitch of the at-bat, a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Good pitch from Roberts, who struggled to find the strike zone with 4 straight balls to Root. Comes right back and paints the black on the inside edge to Pattison. Now ready with that 0-1. Swinging a foul ball out of play. That one off the first base side, and the count quickly 0-2. The 0-2 to Pattison. Roberts takes a lot of time between his pitches, very deliberate. Deep knee bend, and now lifts the leg, and it's a high drive deep to left field. Forget about it. Goodbye baseball. That is a 3-run home run. Now that's how you get right back into a game very quickly. Gensler scores. Root scores. Pattison comes home to score as well. Clearly, Roberts did not get that pitch where he wanted. Ahead in the counts. Pattison delivers the 3-run home run. Just like that, it goes from 7-0 to 7-3. The base is empty with 1 away for the number 5 hitter in the order, Jacob Netting. Right-hand hitter against the right-hand pitcher. Let's see if Roberts can settle down now with the bases empty after giving up that homer. Here comes the pitch. And the fastball in there for a strike. Well, he hasn't had a lot of trouble getting ahead of hitters other than the 4-pitch walk to Roots. He hasn't been able to put them all away. Here's that next pitch, high and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Netting is Netthing. The 1-ball-1-strike pitch. Here it comes. Oh, helped him out. Swing and a miss at a fastball up around the bill of the helmet, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Big pitch coming here for Roberts. Needs an out. He's ready, and that pitch. Strike 3 call. Nothing taking. Good pitch about belt high for out number 2. So a pair of strikeouts, one looking and one swinging. And with 2 outs and nobody on, it brings up Lucas Davey, second baseman, number 6 hitter in the order. Davey into the right-hand batter's box, near the back of the box. It's amazing. Doesn't take him very quickly, even at this age, to kind of kick the dirt around, and those batter's boxes begin to disappear quickly. Here's a pitch down low and outside, ball 1. Big 3-run home run from Julian Pattison, helping Bi-State to get right back in it after giving up 7 in the top of the first. Right now down 7-3. 1-0 pitch. Down low and inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Roberts laboring just a little bit, certainly not on top of his game like he was in that lone start in the area tournament. Comes back with a good fastball. Davey with a swing and a miss. Now at 2 balls and a strike. Pitching staff as a whole for Jefferson, giving up just 2 runs on 4 hits in 10 innings in the area tournament, already allowing 3 early in this one. Davey with a swing and a miss at the 2-1, and it's 2-2. Good pitch down and in, right under the hands of the right-hand batter. Davey staring down the line at his third base coach. Now steps back in, chokes up on the bat just a little bit. Looks to get through the zone a little more quickly. Here comes that pitch, and it's just down low, maybe a little outside as well. It's a full count, 3-2. First full counts that he's gone to was 2-2 when he struck out Seib and walked Root on 4 pitches. Now the 3-2 delivery on the way. Bouncing ball foul down that first base line. Davey fights it off, and we'll see another pitch. Count holds, 3-2. Gross out in right, over to scoop that one up along the warning track. Davey awaits. Roberts again is ready. And the 3-2 pitch, here it comes. Swinging a bouncer past the pitcher. Second baseman is there. He's got it, and Cole Smith with that throw onto Connor Smith at first. In time to get him. The out recorded 4-3. Davey is retired. So is Bi-State. But a big 3-run home run from Julian Pattison has them right back in the game after 1. It's Jefferson 7 and Bi-State 3.
Welcome to La Bella Vita, named for my Grandma Vita. Our mountaintop getaway honors her legacy while complementing the home's spectacular views. This recently renovated property boasts a breathtaking landscape of Deep Creek Lake while providing great open interior spaces for a sensational vacation. You'll immediately notice the great room allows for entertaining, dining, and relaxing after long days on the lake or skiing on the slopes of Wisp. Your family and friends will enjoy relaxing in all the open spaces. The home features 6 bedrooms, including 4 that are private suites. And each of the 4 levels of this home feature amazing visibility as far as the eye can see. Like our family, we hope you enjoy making memories here on the mountain. We love sharing the spacious, warm, and inviting home that overlooks the lake. Cheers to the beautiful life, La Bella Vita.
Moving to the top half of inning number 2. Second at bat for Jefferson. They plated 7 runs in the first inning. Bi-State answers with 3 in the bottom of the first on a big 3-run home run That came from Julian Pattison. Now let's see if Leighton Valentine can settle down a little bit on the mound after a tough first in which he threw 39 pitches, 22 of those for strikes. Gave up the 7 runs on 4 hits, 3 errors committed behind him, a couple of walks and a hit batter as well. Did not strike out a batter. He'll face Ryan Kelly to get it started. Kelly 0 for 1, had a fly out to right. His first time up. 11 batters to the plate in that Jefferson first. Jefferson had an 11-run third inning in that 13-0 win over South Berkeley back in the area tournament. So they have had some pretty big innings. And then, of course, the 5-run third in the 5-2 win against Martinsburg as they put all of the runs on the board in just that one at-bat. The way this Bi-State team hits, coming in with 15 runs on the board in their winners bracket championship victory over Hampshire. Jefferson has to hope that it's not all one and done with 7 runs in the first inning. Plenty of time for Bi-State to keep chipping away in this one. You know, Jefferson, after giving up the 3-run homer in the first, would like to put a little more on the board here in this second and maybe gain a little momentum back. Ryan Kelly standing in. Top of the second underway. The pitch down low, ball 1. Connor Smith, Brady Roberts due next. Valentine works from the windup and the delivery. Good pitch, working away from the right-hand hitter. Kelly with a swing and a miss. Count at 1-1. Valentine to the plate, foul ball to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Look back through that first inning and just 2 batters in which Valentine went to 3-ball counts. So he threw strikes in that first inning as Kelly gets a piece of this 1-2 and fouls it back. He walked 1. That was a 3-2 pitch when Jackson Earl drew the walk, and also Connor Smith. That was a 3-1 pitch when he walked him. Those were the 2 at-bats where he got to 3 balls. Swinging at the 1-2, Kelly pops it up, and the pitcher is right there as Leighton Valentine down off the mound and off the first base side in the grass makes the catch for out number 1. Boy, Kelly hit that one straight up the elevator shaft, as they say. Leighton Valentine immediately calling everyone off as he moved over to his left into the grass. Makes the catch. 1 down. Connor Smith stands in, swings, lines this one into center field, and a leaping grab for Jacob Netting. Netting ranging over to his right, able to jump up and pull that one in, perhaps robbing Smith of extra bases. A line out to center. Smith, who walked and scored in the first, hit that one hard, but he's retired for out number 2. Bases empty, and it brings up Brady Roberts. Pitcher and number 5 hitter had an RBI single his first time up, and he takes down low. That is ball 1. 7-3 the lead for Jefferson. They bat top of the second. Here's that 1-0 delivery. Down low, a bit in as well, maybe. 2 balls, no strikes. Looking for a little 2-out rally here in this top of the second. Valentine trying to get out of it with as few pitches as possible after 39 in the first inning. Here is a line drive, foul out of play down the first base line. That one landing not too far from a young spectator. Looked like Mom came rushing in there to help save the day. 2 balls, 1 strike. Valentine ready, and the pitch taken for a called strike, and it's 2-2. Nice pitch from Valentine. They're at the knees. Could hear it through my headset. Not sure how well you could pick it up through the crowd mic, but in the third base coach's box, letting him know, got to be ready. Got to do everything you can to stay alive, and that's what Roberts does. Fouls away this 2-2 pitch This one a little more sharply lined out of play along the right field side. Count holding. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that break-even pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Worked the outside edge. Roberts went after it. Swings right through that pitch. That is the first strikeout for Valentine. And after a rocky first, he sets down the side in order in the Jefferson second. Through 1.5, your score remains Jefferson 7 and Bi-State 3.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC. At Anthony's Pizza Inwood location, nobody does it better. We make our own dough and we bake it fresh twice daily. That's freshly baked twice a day to make sure your pizza always tastes great. Take advantage of our Anthony's Pizza special offer. Get 2 large one-topping pizzas, just $17.99. And when you buy 3 12-inch subs, the 4th one's on us. For the best in freshly made pizzas, subs, calzones, stromboli, lasagna, and more, it's got to be Anthony's Pizza, 372 Middleway Pike in Inwood. Call 229-7373 for delivery, anthonysmenu.com.
7-3 Jefferson. Bi-State to the plate. Bottom of the second inning in this winner's bracket matchup. The winner gets the day off tomorrow and would come back on Monday, 1 win away from claiming the District 6 title and advancing on to the state tournament. The loser has to come right back out tomorrow and face Martinsburg, and then that winner would have to come back and beat tonight's winner twice in order to claim the District 6 title. So this win gets you 1 win away from the championship with potentially 2 games to spare. So you kind of have one in your hip pocket. If you don't win this one, there's no room for error. Martinsburg earlier with a 10-5 win over Hampshire to stay alive in that loser's bracket and wait to see who they play tomorrow. Leighton Valentine, number 7 hitter in the order, to get it started in the Bi-State half for the second, and he takes down low, ball 1. Brady Roberts on the hill in that first. We had him at 27 pitches, 17 for strikes. Gave up a couple of hits, including that 3-run home run to Pattison. Valentine swings and misses. Count evens up at 1-1. Dakota Joyner, Peyton Durst due next for Bi-State. Here comes that 1-1. Roberts misses down and in with this one, 2-1. Both of these pitchers, the very deliberate rhythm. You know, pitching all about that rhythm, and some guys work very quickly, get the ball back, and they want to go right at it. Other guys, like both of these guys so far, seem a lot more like thinking pitchers, if you will, as they kind of take their time between pitches, come set, and get ready to go. Valentine fouling the 2-1 down the left field line, and they count 2 balls and 2 strikes. If you missed it earlier, the Washington Nationals with a 6-0 victory over the Kansas City Royals behind Max Scherzer. Another extremely strong outing for Scherzer, who went 7 innings to get the victory. Swing and a miss at the 2-2 pitch. Valentine a little out in front of that one. Roberts changed the speeds on him and picks up his 3rd strikeout in the game. 1 down for Dakota Joyner. Scherzer allowed no runs on 4 hits, 11 Ks, 1 walk. Has lowered his overall ERA down to 2.30. And from the month of June now into July, his ERA is under 1. He has been impressive. Joyner, a right-hand batter, takes ball 1. The Nationals got the bats going in this one. Juan Soto, an RBI single in that first inning. The 1-0 pitch, here it comes. It's a sharp hit ball towards the second baseman. Backhand stop by Cole Smith, and the throw on to first in time to get him. Nice play. Boy, Joyner hit that one very hard. Cole Smith stayed back on it and played that last hop, able to make the backhand stab and then stand up and make the good throw to first. 2 outs for Peyton Durst. Back to that Nationals game. Kurt Suzuki with a home run with Matt Adams on in that second inning. Made it 3-0, and then in the 7th, Anthony Rendon, a sac fly, and Juan Soto with another RBI single. That's how the Nats scored the 6-0 victory. Has the Nationals now 46-42, 4 games above 500, with 1 game left before the All-Star break. Durst squares and bunts, foul into the backstop for strike 1. Who would have thought the Nationals would be where they are right now? Nobody. Not a month ago. But in that final week of May, when the Nationals hit rock bottom, 12 games under 500, since that time, the best record in baseball. They have turned it around in a big way. 0-1 pitch on the way, a strike on the outside corner. 0-2 to Peyton Durst. We'll have the Nationals broadcast for you tomorrow against the Royals. Game time 1:35, the pregame at 1:05, and then that will lead right into our Little League coverage at about 5:45 with a 6 o'clock first pitch tomorrow evening. Durst takes the 0-2, low and outside, gets by Hefner. It's a ball and 2 strikes. So a Major League, Little League doubleheader coming away tomorrow on Talk Radio WRNR. Little League also on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. That 1-2 strike pitch. Here it comes. A bouncer right back towards the pitcher. It glances off the glove of Roberts, goes past the first baseman Smith, and reaching at first is Peyton Durst. That'll, I'm sure, be an infield base hit. A sharp hit ball back up the middle. Roberts just got the glove out there on that left hand to try to snare it, and it hit off that glove and caromed where no one was. The second baseman, Cole Smith, was already ranging to his right to get up the middle in case that one got by the pitcher. And Smith was already taking a step towards first. So the 2-out hit brings us back to the top of the order, and the first pitch to Bradley Gensler in there for strike 1. A 2-out base runner for Bi-State. Looking to do some damage. As Gensler stands in, he had a single to center his first time up. Here's the 0-1 pitch, popped him up foul territory, first base side. Connor Smith, the first baseman, moving over, but runs out of room. It's back out of play. That one just to the front side of the dugout towards the press box, but out of play by a good 15 to 20 feet or so. Count though 0-2, Roberts ahead of the hitter, as he'll now go after Gensler, trying to get this final out of the inning. Here comes that pitch, and it misses high. There goes the base runner, and the throw down in more than enough time, and they do get him. The tag is applied by the shortstop, Ryan Kelly. Good throw from Sam Hefner. Durst is retired, caught stealing, and that means Gensler will lead off the next at-bat for Bi-State. They do get a 2-out base runner, but will not score. We are through 2 complete, and it remains Jefferson 7 and Bi-State 3.
We only make home loans, so we better be good at it. And we are. It's that simple. With our focus solely on mortgage lending, you can come to us with peace of mind knowing that your mortgage loan is in good hands. As one of the nation's largest private lenders, our focus is on helping you get into your new home.
The road to the TBT WVU Alumni Tour is coming to Hedgesville High School Saturday, July 13th at 7 p.m. Tickets are on sale now for just $20 at jflowent.com. That's jflowent.com. Don't miss out on this exciting night of basketball with some incredible WVU alumni like John Flowers, Joe Alexander, Nate Adrian, and Deshaun Butler. Saturday, July 13th at 7 p.m. at Hedgesville High School. The road to the TBT WVU Alumni Tour comes to town.
Matt Miller with you from here at Michael Field, just outside of Petersburg, West Virginia. The 10 to 12-year-old District 6 Little League All-Star Tournament. Winners bracket matchup. Jefferson with a 7-3 lead over Bi-State. Caleb Falero, our studio engineer. Matt Crawford off for the weekend. Looks to join me back up here on Monday when we could crown a District 6 champion. I say could because it all depends on who wins that game, whether we'll be back on Tuesday for the decisive championship or not. Looking back through my game notes, see the last time that we had the straight tournament champion, and I think you got to go back to that 2005 season. 2006, 2007, we started into two teams advancing, as both Martinsburg and Hedgesville went to the state tournament in 2006, that first year. Cole Smith to get things started as we move to the top half of inning number 3. Smith, the right-hand batter, takes a pitch that misses down low and inside. That is a ball. Valentine on the hill, 51 pitches coming into this half inning. We had 31 of those going for strikes. Smith, an RBI ground out right out in front of the plate his first time up. Here he takes a strike. We have the count now at 1-1 strike. Pardon me, it's a ball and 2 strikes, says our plate umpire, or 2-1. Which one is it? I think it might be 2 balls and a strike, and this one misses up and away. Yep, now 3-1. So that first pitch missed as well. We caught that second pitch down and in. Then came the strike, and now the 2-1 up and away, and the 3-ball 1 strike pitch on the way. Here it comes, and it's in there at the knees. It's a full count, 3-2. 2005 Morgan County got the win against Grant County, 16-8 in the District 6 championship. A pop-up in behind the mound, fielded by the shortstop Gensler, ranging over to his left. Caught off the second baseman Davey and made that grab, and Smith on the 3-2 pitch pops out for out number 1. It'll bring up Darren Gilliam. Gilliam with an RBI infield hit his first time up, stole a base and scored a run. Swing and a miss at a pitch down right on his shoe tops. 0-1. So the last time we had the single district champion was Morgan County in 2005, and they ultimately lost in the state title game by a 3-1 final. Count to Gilliam evens up, 1-1 strike. Let's find out who was that 2005 champion. That was Barbersville, who got the win over Morgan County in that title game. 1-1 pitch. Gilliam gets a piece, fouls it back. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Once we got into 2 teams from each district, we mentioned Martinsburg and Hedgesville in 06, Martinsburg and South Berkeley went in 07, and those 2 teams met for the state championship game. Gilliam swinging at the 1-2, sends one back through the box and into center field for a 1-out single. Nice piece of hitting. Didn't try to do too much with it, waited on it, sent it right back up the middle. So the 1-out hit puts the runner at first. Xander Granados, the due batter. And here he comes, Jet Gross to follow. Bottom part of the order looking to continue their production, as 3 of the runs scoring from the 7, 8, and 9 hitters in that 7-run first. Granados reached on an error, stole, and came around to score. First pitch, swing and a miss. Runner is on the move as the ball just got away from the catcher Root. The throw down is not in time as Gilliam is able to slide in safely there. That pitch in and out of the mitt of Root. A little bit to his right, Gilliam with those long strides. Good speed on the base paths. Quickly took off for second, and he'll get there. Maybe as much a steal as it is anything else. Off-speed pitch in on the hands of Granados. Tried to check his swing, but made contact anyway. Foul ball in behind the plate, and it's 0-2. South Berkeley got that win over Martinsburg. 8-2 to claim that state championship. South Berkeley went on and lost in what at that time was the Southern Regional Tournament. Now the Southeast region. Granados out in front of that 0-2 pitch. A wave and a miss. Down on strikes. 2 outs in the inning. 2 strikeouts now for Leighton Valentine. Maybe both of these pitchers are settling in a little bit after the tough first inning. Jefferson 7 runs in the first, didn't score in the second. 2 outs with a runner at second here in the third. Brings to the plate Jet Gross, who takes high ball 1. He had an RBI single up the middle his first time up. Came around to score run number 7 on the board right now. The 1-0 pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss. Count now 1-1. Get to 2008, South Berkeley and Moorfield went on to state tournament play. 2009, it was Hedgesville and Grand County. Jefferson and Moorfield both went in 2010. Here comes the pitch, a swing and a miss. Now with a ball and 2 strikes. Hedgesville and Moorfield went in 2011. Morgan County and Bi-State in 2012. Martinsburg joined Bi-State in 2013. The 1-ball, 2-strike delivery popped up towards the shortstop. It's going to take a bounce. Glove by the shortstop, and the throw on to first in time to get him. Nice play by Gensler as Julian Pattison, the third baseman, cutting across in front of him, trying to field that one in the air. Had to have gotten in the vision of Gensler, who was still able to play it on a bounce and fire on to first in time to get Jet Gross. And that retires the side. A 1-out single for Jefferson. They get the runner to second, but leave him stranded there. We'll go to the bottom of the third with the score still Jefferson 7, Bi-State 3.
The National Maritime Center primary mission is to credential all U.S. mariners. We have approximately 250 employees here in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Most people aren't aware of the quality of life here in Berkeley County. We have a lot of employees that are from the area. We obviously have folks that have to do tours here. And it's kind of a little bit of a hidden secret of how nice the quality of life is here.
Blue Ridge Community and Technical College. Integrated directly with economic and workforce needs of the region, our programs are learner-centered and essential to the needs of a fast-paced global economy. To schedule a visit or to learn more, go to blueridgectc.edu. Take possibility to new heights. Ascend the ridge today. Blue Ridge Community and Technical College.
Moving to the bottom half of inning number 3, Bi-State with the top of the order coming up. It was Bradley Gensler who was at the plate when the second inning ended with Peyton Durst thrown out at second trying to steal. So Gensler will start this third inning. Back in the first, had a single up the middle. Went to second on a wild pitch and eventually came home to score on the 3-run home run from Julian Pattison. All the scoring in the first. Neither team scored in the second. Jefferson held scoreless here in the third. So let's see what happens bottom of inning number 3 with a first pitch, a strike on the inside corner. Brady Roberts, 41 pitches unofficially, 26 for strikes through 2 innings. Giving up the 3 runs on 3 hits. Here's the pitch, and it's a ground ball on the right side of the infield. Past the second baseman, Cole Smith, ranging far to his left, couldn't get to it. A right fielder coming up and throwing on to first. but could not get him there either. Jet Gross, having that play in front of him, thought, hey, maybe I've got a chance, but could not get him as Gensler is aboard with his second hit of the day. Leadoff batter on for Corey Seib. Left-hand batter, 0 for 1. Struck out swinging at a 2-2 pitch his first time up. He takes down and in for ball 1. Fouled off a couple before going down on strikes. The 1-0 due here. It's on the way. Swinging a line drive into center field. Center fielder started in, and now it's up over his head. Jackson Earl's going to have to track that one down at the fence. The throw into third base, too late, as Gensler goes from first to third, and Seib ends up at second with a double. Oh, boy, he put a charge into that one. Jackson Earl took a couple of steps in and to his right, feeling like he had a beat on that one, but that line drive just continued to carry. And the first two have reached, two in scoring position for Tristan Root. Root squares, bunts. It's fielded by the pitcher, looks at the runner, throws on to first in time to get him, and the runners will have to hold. So Root is retired on the bunt attempt. The out goes 1-3. One down in the inning. Gensler holds at third and Seib at second. So the intentional walk being issued now to Julian Pattison. And while they don't have to throw the pitches anymore in Little League Baseball, you still have to count the 4 pitches so that they go against the pitcher, who can go to a maximum of 85 pitches in a single game. So you have to count those even though he doesn't throw them. And now the bases are loaded. Jacob Netting to the plate. Netting, first pitch swinging, pops it foul. This one gets back out of play and into the netting right in front of the press box. So they count 0-1. Netting 0 for 1. Got caught looking at a 1-2 pitch back in the first. The 0-1 is due. Here it comes. Had the plate, but down below the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. 7-3 Jefferson. All the runs scoring in the first, but here in the bottom of the third, Bi-State is threatening. 1 out, bases loaded. Granados in on the grass at third, and it's a ground ball right at him. He's got it and will make that throw to the plate in time to get him. Now the return throw to third. They almost got him, and now they do as he overran the base. Oh no, Corey Seib ran right through third, just like you would at first. And even though he was able to get there ahead of the throw of the catcher Hefner, it was a good play by Granados to quickly turn and apply the tag, and the double play ends the inning and the threat. Wow, Bi-State had the bases loaded but could not score. 3 innings in the books with your score. Jefferson 7 and Bi-State 3.
Hi, this is Eric from Hagerstown Ford. I keep telling you that Hagerstown Ford has completely changed the car buying experience forever. And with a return policy easier than Walmart, Hagerstown Ford has a goal to deliver 350 cars and trucks per month. And when I say deliver, I mean deliver to you, where you are, just like Amazon does. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. The only way Hagerstown Ford can accomplish this extremely aggressive goal is to make the car buying process fast and easy. We simply refuse to play the dumb back and forth games that most dealerships want to play. There's absolutely no reason for you to waste your precious time at a car dealership. I assure you, there is no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. that can beat our price. There's no dealership that will allow you to return your new car if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely has the best price, and we'll bring the car to you. And if you don't want it, return it, period. No questions asked. There's no reason to buy anywhere else. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience and get your new ride delivered to you.
Contact dealer for details.
Well, what a way to end a half inning. A nice play by Jefferson, third baseman Xander Granados, to field that ball right at him. He threw to Hefner at the plate. Hefner, with the play in front of him, threw right back down to third base as they tried to get the runner moving from second to third. And while they didn't get the out there, the base runner overran third and the tag was applied. What a way to get the job done. The very rare double play ends the half inning. So some subs going in for Bi-State. So McGreevy going in for Durst. So Harris goes in now for Seib. I don't know how much you could pick that up on the crowd mic at all, but we've got some defensive changes as Jefferson prepares to hit in this top half of inning number 4. It'll be Jackson Earl to get it started, but it won't be. Instead, 25 Aubrey Hobson will swing the bat. So Hobson out of that number 1 spot in the order hits a sharp foul ball off the fencing in front of the first base dugout for strike 1. So everybody getting their substitutions in as per the Little League rules. As Hobson takes this pitch that misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hobson hitting 2 trips to the plate in the area tournament. Takes a pitch that misses inside. That one glances off the mid of route through to the backstop. 2 balls and a strike now on Hobson. Looking to get this inning started as Jefferson trying to find some offense. Held scoreless each of their last 2 at-bats after putting 7 on the board in the first. 2 ball, 1 strike pitch down low. That's ball 3. Valentine came into the inning about 68 pitches, 43 for strikes. Had 2 walks and a hit batter, but all of that came in that first inning. Set down the side in order in the second, gave up a 1-out single in the third. Swinging, here's a ground ball towards the first baseman. Nice play, Dakota Joyner. Moving over to his right, reaching down and backhanding, and then turning and outrunning Hobson to the bag. So Hobson grounding out. 3 unassisted, 1 away for Sam Hefner. Boy, has Leighton Valentine really settled in. A lot of credit to him, his mental toughness at this young age. Not getting shaken by that 7-run first. A big swing and a miss by Hefner. No balls and a strike. Hefner 1 for 2. A single and a run scored early in the first. Later in the first, ground ball to the third baseman. That was the final out of the inning. Takes a pitch just up and away. Now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Ryan Kelly due next in the Jefferson 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Down in the dirt. That's ball 2. Jefferson with 5 hits in all in this game. 5 hits also what we have for Bi-State. 2-1 to the plate. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Hefner getting some instruction from his manager in that third base coach's box. Chris Kinsler back into position as Hefner steps back into the box and takes high and outside. Count has gone full at 3-2. He went 3-1 to Hobson before getting the ground out. Now has gone 3-2 to Hefner. Pitch count mounting as he can go a max of 85, and he misses down and in with the 3-2 delivery. Hefner draws the base on balls. Third walk to go along with 1 hit batter. 1 down, 1 on, and it brings up Ryan Kelly. Kelly 0 for 2. Takes the first pitch, a strike on the outside corner. Kelly has flied out to right and has popped out to the pitcher. Quick throw back in behind the runner at first. Hefner drawing the attention of both Root and Valentine. Here's the pitch, that 0-1. Swinging a fly ball, pretty well hit into right field. Harris moving back on it, makes that grab for out number 2. So the new right fielder called on quickly, John Harris, making that catch. 2 outs with a runner holding at first as it brings up Connor Smith. Smith walked and scored in the first, lined out to center in the second. Hit it very hard, and here's another well-hit ball to straightaway center, but right at Netting, who is underneath of it and makes the grab, and just like that, the side is retired. A 1-out base runner on the base on balls, but Jefferson will leave him stranded. We're moving to the bottom of the 4th with the score holding Jefferson 7 and Bi-State 3.
It's one of the toughest times you'll ever face when someone close to you passes away. It's a swirl of papers to sign and arrangements to be made, all while you're dealing with grief. At Brown Funeral Home, we encourage you to pre-plan. Pre-planning not only makes things easier for you, it protects you from rising costs. At Brown Funeral Home, our families are precious to us, and so are yours. Brown Funeral Home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown, Ranson.
If you hang the WVU Medicine sign, certainly has helped take us to another level.
Evolving what we try to do as physicians and as a health system and organization is the mission of WVU Medicine, and it's an exciting mission to be a part of.
With the knowledge and the years of practice that they've put into this institution, they know a lot. They can help you, and they've helped me a lot.
Having people treated locally enhances their overall care.
This Little League International Tournament game is presented by Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg under the authority of Little League Baseball and Softball, and may not be rebroadcast or retransmitted without the expressed written permission of Little League International, South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Visit Little League online at littleleague.org. Moving to the bottom of the 4th, Bi-State with the 6, 7, and 8 hitters do. Brady Roberts through 3 innings. We've got him right around 53 pitches, 32 for strikes, giving up the 3 runs on 5 hits. He has walked 2. He has struck out 3. Lucas Davey to get things started. As Brady goes through his warm-up tosses, we'll remind you of other tournament action going on involving District 6 teams. The 8 to 10-year-olds already making their way to the state tournament, and the District 6 representative is Jefferson. Jefferson taking on Milton in the first game of state tournament play. 9 to 11-year-olds. Bi-State is the District 6 representative. I've not seen a schedule yet on that state tournament. Junior League Baseball, Jefferson, after losing to South Berkeley 8-5, came back and beat South Berkeley 14-2. So Jefferson moves on to the state tournament in Junior League action. And the Senior League state tournament got underway earlier today back in Martinsburg, with Martinsburg taking on Sophia Shinston over South Berkeley. Those were 2 matchups, or I should say versus South Berkeley. I haven't heard the scores of how those played out yet. Lucas Davey ready to get it started. Bottom of the 4th underway. Here's the first pitch from Brady Roberts, fouled back for strike 1. Davey, the starting second baseman, in the number 6 spot in the order. 0 for 1 with a bounce out to second. Right-hand batter crowds the plate in that batter's box. Backs out of the way of a pitch on the inside corner, and that is strike 2. There's the issue, being so close to the plate. You're going to think that pitch is inside as it comes in on you, and by the time you get back out of the way, it hits that inside corner. Now that 0-2 delivery. Here it comes, a swing and a miss. He got it. Well, nice job working in and out as Brady Roberts came to that inside part of the plate for strike 2 and then went back outside and got him to chase for strike 3. 4 Ks in the ball game now, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and now this one to start the fourth for Roberts. Leighton Valentine, starting pitcher, takes strike 1. He is 0 for 1. Struck out swinging at a 2-2 pitch in the second. Getting late in this one. Scheduled to go 6. Here's the pitch out in front of the plate. Bounces in the dirt and through to the backstop. 1 ball and 1 strike. Our District 6 winner in this age bracket will advance to South Charleston in the state tournament. That will begin on July the 20th. A few weeks away. Pitch missing off the inside edge. 2 balls and a strike on Leighton Valentine. And thanks to Rick Maphis, 10-9. Martinsburg got the win against Sophia in the Senior League State Tournament at Martinsburg earlier today. 2-1 pitch. Works high and outside to the left-hand batter. Now at 3 balls and a strike. Now we just need to effort the final in that South Berkeley game. Here comes the 3-1, and it is high for ball 4. So after collecting his 4th strikeout to open the inning, Roberts issues his 3rd walk. A 1-out base runner for Dakota Joyner. Time now being taken. Chris Kinsler, manager, out. He's directing some traffic as far as infielders who he wants on the mound in the midst of this conversation. Doesn't look like a change is taking place in any way. Maybe just wanting to know how to approach Dakota Joyner, who is 0 for 1, and as well how to handle it with that runner at first base. It's the shortstop Ryan Kelly who joined Roberts, the pitcher, and Hefner, the catcher, in that conversation. Imagining that had to do with Kelly perhaps covering second and what might happen with Valentine on, perhaps trying to steal, get into scoring position. Joyner 0 for 1 with a ground out to second. Now stands in as we're ready for action to get underway. Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat, a swinging strike 1. Throw back to Roberts, who bluffs a throw over to first. As Valentine dancing around trying to draw that attention. The 0-1 due, Joyner ready. Swing and a miss, and it is 0-2. Joyner stands almost straight up and down, just a little bit of a knee bend. Keeps those feet relatively close together, and then looks to stride into the pitch. The 0-2 is due, and here it comes, and that one misses high. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch count up over 60 now for Brady Roberts. Imagine both of these guys will go as long as they can go in this one. Pitch down and in. Now 2-2 for Valentine. Got him right up around 82 pitches, so 85 is the limit. He may get to face one batter, or we'll see if Bi-State's coaching staff decides to go ahead and make the change to start that 5th inning. Joyner squares and shows bunt, takes this pitch high and outside. It's 3-2. Boy, Roberts got ahead of him. No balls and 2 strikes. Now having trouble putting away the number 8 hitter in the order. The 3-2 due. Joyner ready. Roberts ready. Lifts the leg and the pitch. And it misses outside, ball 4. Back-to-back base on balls, putting runners at first and second. I think we're going to have a special pinch runner called on. So that's going to be Peyton Durst, who is going to serve as the runner at first for Dakota Joyner. So Durst is the special pinch runner as Braylon McGreevy makes his way to the batter's box for his first at bat. McGreevy came in defensively in the last half inning, as did John Harris. McGreevy went to left, Harris went to right. Yep, he's out of the game as Braylon McGreevy is now batting in the spot of Durst. So Durst had been out after the defensive change out in left field in the last half inning. So now here we are ready to go as McGreevy steps in. Right-hand batter near the back of the box, somewhat crowds the plate. Holds that bat up off his shoulder as he now awaits the pitch from Roberts in a swinging strike one. 2 on with 1 out. 2 big runs out there. Right now a 7-3 Jefferson lead. All the runs scoring in the first for both teams. The 0-1 pitch. Roberts ready. Here it comes. High and inside. McGreevy ducks out of the way. Now at 1 ball, 1 strike. Shortstop Kelly ducking over behind that runner. It's Valentine is at second with Durst at first. Here's the pitch, and it's down low, bounces away from Hefner, and the runners will move up. Both runners able to advance, putting 2 in scoring position. The count now at 2 balls and a strike to Braylon McGreevy. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Oh, he drops the shoulders, puts the hands down by the sides, lets the bat dangle down and touch the ground. He's a little frustrated with himself, knows that he chased one high out of the zone. Now that 2-ball, 2-strike delivery, and it's lifted in the air, foul territory, first base side. Nice effort by Connor Smith. The first baseman reaching for it, ends up tumbling down to the grass at the end of that play, but just couldn't get to it. Great effort as the count holds 2 balls, 2 strikes. And new life for McGreevy as that one just had enough to get beyond the reach of Smith. Would have been a tough play for him, looking up over his shoulder, almost like a wide receiver trying to make a catch in football. That 2-ball, 2-strike delivery just a bit low and outside. It's gone full 3-2. Roberts laboring with his control in this half inning after getting the strikeout of Davey. Has walked back-to-back batters and is in danger of walking McGreevy. Here comes that 3-2 pitch, and it is high, ball 4. No doubt about it. It was up out of the zone, and that is 3 consecutive walks. The bases are loaded as we go back to the top of the order. I think we're going to have a visit to the mound, and this may be the Jefferson pitching change. Yep, I see the coach adjusting some guys defensively, moving things around, and now let's see who he's going to give that baseball to. Looks like it's going to be Kelly. Yep, Ryan Kelly, who had been playing short, now going to take over on the mound. It looks like Jackson Earl is going to come in and take over at the shortstop position. And going out into center field is Roberts, who was our starting pitcher. So as Kelly gets in his warm-up tosses, let's send it back to the studio. We'll take a 60-second break and then come back to Petersburg and the Grant County Little League Complex. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning, 1 out, bases loaded for Bi-State, and Jefferson leading 7-3.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Ron Hawker here. You have no idea what Johnny's goes through to bring you the best seafood around. We have snow crab clusters, shrimp, crab meat, fish, all the best seafood you want at Johnny's. It's a tough job out here, but our customers are worth it. Johnny's with 2 great locations, 1456 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, and Route 11 South in Chambersburg.
Now to bat number 9, Bradley Gensler. Well, here we go. Back to the top of the order. Bradley Gensler to bat, facing Ryan Kelly. First pitch swinging, hits a high fly ball, shallow center field. Coming in on it, Roberts, and he drops it. Now fires through to the plate, pardon me, and all hands are safe. Roberts coming in into his left, reached out, glove side, had a pop in and out of the webbing, and everyone is safe. I wondered if he would throw to second to try to get the force out there, but he tried to get the lead runner Valentine at the plate and could not get enough on that throw to get it there in time. So the bases remain loaded on the error to the center fielder, and now it brings to the plate John Harris, who fouls away the first pitch for strike 1. Boy, Gensler wasted no time when after that very first pitch, hit that high pop-up out into medium to shallow center field. It looked like Roberts had it all the way, but could not hang on to it. Next pitch in there for a strike. John Harris came in defensively half an inning ago, and out there for his first at bat here in this 4th inning comes at a key time. Down in the count now, 0-2, and the 0-2 pitch, a called strike 3 on the outside edge. 2 outs now in the inning. Big strikeout for Kelly, and now Tristan Root, the batter. And you've got Julian Pattison due next. This becomes a very big at-bat for Ryan Kelly on the mound. 7-4. Jefferson's lead at 3 runs. Root gets this one in on his hands, but fights it off, a foul ball to the screen for strike 1. Root has reached on a walk and scored, has been retired on a bunt. Here's that 0-1, a swinging strike 2. Now Kelly just a pitch away from getting out of the inning without any further damage. The base is loaded, 2 away, a run already in. Here comes the pitch, popped him up, first base side. Connor Smith, a step into foul territory, reaches back and makes that grab. If he doesn't make the catch, I believe it's still going to end up falling in foul territory. But a nice catch on that pop-up by Smith. The side is retired. A big opportunity for Bi-State, and they do get 1 run, but had a chance for more, as ultimately they will strand the bases loaded. 4 innings in the books. We take a break with your score. Jefferson 7 and Bi-State 4.
Welcome to La Bella Vita, named for my Grandma Vita. Our mountaintop getaway honors her legacy while complementing the home's spectacular views. This recently renovated property boasts a breathtaking landscape of Deep Creek Lake while providing great open interior spaces for a sensational vacation. You'll immediately notice the great room allows for entertaining, dining, and relaxing after long days on the lake or skiing on the slopes of Wisp. Your family and friends will enjoy relaxing in all the open spaces. The home features 6 bedrooms, including 4 that are private suites. And each of the 4 levels of this home feature amazing visibility as far as the eye can see. Like our family, we hope you enjoy making memories here on the mountain. We love sharing the spacious, warm, and inviting home that overlooks the lake. Cheers to the beautiful life, La Bella Vita.
For the lead for Jefferson now at 3 runs. Looking to get some insurance. Top half of inning number 5. The game scheduled to go 6, and Leighton Valentine is back out there. We understand Valentine officially at 82 pitches, so he is just 3 pitches away from reaching the pitch maximum. Thanks again to Rick Mathis. Jefferson won the first game in the 8 to 10-year-olds, beating Milton by a 19-4 score. And Jefferson will play Barbersville in the 8 to 10-year-old state tournament coming up tomorrow. Thank you, Rick. So we'll have a pitching change pretty quickly in this half inning. Just 3 pitches remaining for Valentine. The batter that he will face will be number 11, Miles Hoover.
Now Jefferson, number 11, Miles Hoover.
Hoover coming in to bat in the number 5 spot in the order, previously manned by Brady Roberts. First pitch, strike 1. So Hoover up to start this 5th inning. Cole Smith, Darren Gilliam would be due next. See if any other different hitters come up. Here's the pitch, popped foul, back out of play. 0-2. And this pitch would officially make this the final batter Valentine can face, because this becomes pitch number 85. He is ready to go, and that 0-2 delivery lifted in the air, foul down the first base line, and it will drop. No one could get to it. First baseman had no chance to get back. Second baseman, right fielder, making their way toward it, but didn't stay in the air long enough. So again, that's 0-2 pitch. Swing and a pop up towards the first baseman. Joyner coming in. He's got it for out number 1. So 4 pitches would make 86 total, 54 for strikes, as you can now close the book on Leighton Valentine, who will go 4 1/3 innings in this one. 7 runs scoring on 5 hits. He would give up 3 walks and 1 hit batter compared to 2 strikeouts. We'll find out who the new pitcher will be for Bi-State in just a moment. Dean Davey, I'm sure the manager out there talking with the entire team gathered around him, or at least the infield. The outfielders hanging out there. Now it looks like Joyner, who was the first baseman, taking that baseball and getting ready to throw. So Dakota Joyner takes over on the hill, and as he gets in his warm-up tosses, let's go ahead, send it to the studio. A 60-second break, and then we come back. We're in the top half of inning number 5, scheduled to go 6. Right now there's 1 out with the bases empty, and Jefferson leading Bi-State 7-4.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC. At Anthony's Pizza Inwood location, nobody does it better. We make our own dough and we bake it fresh twice daily. That's freshly baked twice a day to make sure your pizza always tastes great. Take advantage of our Anthony's Pizza special offer. Get 2 large 1-topping pizzas, just $17.99. And when you buy 3 12-inch subs, the 4th one's on us. For the best in freshly made pizzas, subs, calzones, stromboli, lasagna, and more, it's got to be Anthony's Pizza, 372 Middleway Pike in Inwood. Call 229-7373 for delivery, anthonysmenu.com.
Getting word here in the press box, it is a straight switch as Leighton Valentine moves over to play first. Starting first baseman Dakota Joyner taking over on the mound. It'll be the 6th, 7th, and if necessary, the 8th hitter in the order to face Joyner as he comes in this top half of the 5th inning. So each starter has now been removed right now for Jefferson. If they can hang on, Brady Roberts, the pitcher of record who would get the win. Valentine would suffer the loss unless his team can mount a rally. Looks like Trajan Kinsler being called on. So Kinsler stands in. It is strike one to him as he bats for the first time here in this fifth inning with one down. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Kinsler, a left-hand hitter. Right-hander on the hill, ready to go, and the next pitch misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. 7 runs in the first. Jefferson has not scored in their last 3 at-bats. Here's a swing and a bouncer in the hole between first and second and out into right field. Kinsler on the 1-2 delivers the base hit to right, a 1-out single. Jefferson trying to get something going. Darren Gilliam due next. Gilliam with an infield hit to drive home a run in the first, a stolen base and a run scored. Last time up in the third, had a single and a steal as well. He swings and grounds this one towards the third baseman. He's got it, but Patterson's throw a little low, goes behind. Davey, the second baseman, covering off his glove and out into shallow right center, and all hands are safe as Kinsler goes to second and Gilliam reaches it first on the fielder's choice. Well, the throw just a little bit low, maybe a little behind Davey as well. A fielder's choice and an error, and Jefferson has runners at first and second. And Xander Granados to the plate. Third baseman and number 8 hitter takes high ball 1. Golden opportunity for Jefferson with just 1 out and 2 on base. Jet Gross due next. Granados takes this pitch down low for ball 2. Bottom part of the order has produced 3 of the 7 runs. 3 hits and a batter reaching on an error out of those bottom 3 spots. They've done quite well as the 2-0 pitch misses, 3 balls and no strikes. Bottom 3 have been on base 4 of the 7 times now that they've had an at-bat. And Granados has drawn the 4 pitch base on balls, the 3-0 missing. And the bases are loaded. Kinsler got it started with that 1-out single. He now stands at third. Gilliam at second after reaching on the fielder's choice and the error. And then Granados with the base on balls. Number 17, Tanner Lukens, now called on to hit. Tanner Lukens to the plate here in this 5th inning. Swinging at the first pitch, sends a line drive just foul down that right field line. Oh, just outside of the first base bag. Almost extra bases. And some runs driven in, but instead, he'll have to come back and try it again. Count 0-1. Lukens, a right-hand batter, swings and fouls it back. Again, it gets out of play off the first base side. 0-2. Joyner ready, and the pitch. Down low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded for Jefferson. Saw this in that first inning. They were able to plate 7 runs on 4 hits. Haven't had an opportunity like this since. And there's a called strike 3. The 1-2 pitch on the inside corner at the knees. Big strikeout for Joyner, his first since coming in relief. 2 outs in the inning. The bases remain loaded, and we're back to the top of the order, and Jackson Earl. Earl has been hit by a pitch and has drawn a walk, and he takes low and outside ball 1. Earl not real big in that right-hand batter's box. That's a small strike zone to try to hit. Takes a couple of practice cuts, and now he's ready. At 1-0 on the way, and he lines it foul out of play down the right field side. Counted a ball and a strike. The winner of this one gets the day off tomorrow and is just a win away from the District 6 championship. The loser has to come back and face Martinsburg tomorrow in an elimination game. Earl swings, grounds it towards the third baseman. Bobbled by the third baseman as Pattison can't come up with it cleanly. By the time he gets it to the plate, Kinsler has slid in safely there. Jefferson gets a run. They're out in front now, 8-4. Another defensive miscue. Just rushing on the play a little bit too much. Earl will reach on the fielder's choice. The run scoring on the E5 is Pattison did not make the play, and now Sam Hefner to the plate. Lifts it foul out of play right field side. That is strike one. So Jefferson finally dents the scoreboard again after 7 runs in the first. Didn't score in the second, third, or fourth. They've got a run here in the fifth. Still looking for more as Hefner awaits with the bases loaded and the pitch down low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looking ahead for Bi-State, 4, 5, and 6 hitters due in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hefner taking a pitch that works down low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. So you got to get some production out of that spot in your order in the bottom of the 5th. They may not get another chance. The 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. Foul. Back out of play, 2-2. Hefner with a single. A ground out to third and has drawn a base on balls. Now the 2 ball, 2 strike pitch due. Here it comes. Down low and outside, and it's gone full 3-2. There's no place to put him. The bases are loaded. Let's see if Hefner gets a pitch to hit. With 2 outs. The bases loaded. 8-4. Jefferson with the lead, and the pitch popped foul and back out of play, and we'll do it again at 3-2. That pitch close enough. It was up a little bit, but Hefner went after it. Fought it off and now lives to see another pitch. The 3-2 due. Joyner to the plate, and that pitch misses high, ball 4. Hefner draws the base on balls. Collects a run batted in. Second time he has walked in this one. Gilliam comes home to score from third. Granados now stands at third. Earl is at second with Hefner at first, and it brings up Ryan Kelly. Kelly 0 for 3 today, sends a high fly ball into straightaway center field. Center fielder backing up on it and makes the grab. So Netting able to pull that one in. Kelly on the very first pitch that he sees flies out to center. 0 for 4 in this one with 3 fly ball outs into the outfield. Still a couple of insurance runs come across for Jefferson, adding to the lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th. It is Jefferson 9 and Bi-State 4.
We only make home loans, so we better be good at it. And we are. It's that simple. With our focus solely on mortgage lending, you can come to us with peace of mind knowing that your mortgage loan is in good hands. As one of the nation's largest private lenders, our focus is on helping you get into your new home.
The road to the TBT WVU Alumni Tour is coming to Hedgesville High School Saturday, July 13th at 7 p.m. Tickets are on sale now for just $20 at jflowent.com. That's jflowent.com. Don't miss out on this exciting night of basketball with some incredible WVU alumni like John Flowers, Joe Alexander, Nate Adrian, and Deshaun Butler. Saturday, July 13th at 7 p.m. at Hedgesville High School. The road to the TBT WVU Alumni Tour comes to town.
7 runs in the first, 2 runs in the 5th for Jefferson, 9 on the board, 3 in that first, 1 in the 4th for Bi-State. It's a 9-4 Jefferson lead. Bi-State to the plate in this bottom of the 5th inning. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters do. Julian Pattison had the big 3-run home run in the first inning. That led to an intentional walk to load the bases in the third inning. It ultimately paid off as the next batter up bounced into a 5-2 to 5, or perhaps a 5-2 to 6 double play. Have to go back and watch the video to see whether it was Granados, the third baseman, who after making the throw to the plate went back to third, or whether that was Earl, the shortstop, cutting over. But either way, they were able to get the out at the plate and then throw back and get the runner trying to go from second to third. Pattison to face Kelly. And again, it looks like the intentional walk. Yep, that is exactly what we're going to get. So the intentional walk for a second time. Pattison moves to first, and Netting makes his way to the plate. Netting has struck out and bounced into that 5-2-5 double play. Takes the pitch. The runner bluffs at first. The pitch in there for a strike. Hefner holds, staring down that runner, and then gets it back to the pitcher, Kelly, on the mound. So Pattison on at first with nobody out. Here's that 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss. There goes the runner, and the throw down. The shortstop's got it. Are they going to try to get him in the rundown? He's going to run right at him. Now he's going to give it to the first baseman. They'll chase him back. Another throw to chase him back to first base. He'll turn and go back towards second. The throw there, and they apply the tag, and the out is recorded. That's the way to do it. Nice job in that rundown by the Jefferson defense with Granados, the third baseman, eventually the one there to take that throw from the first baseman Smith and apply the tag. So Pattison in the pickoff is retired for the first out of the inning. So now one down base is empty. Netting will step back in the batter's box and await the pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a high pop-up. That one right in behind second base, and Cole Smith can't handle it cleanly. Seemed like he was battling that one all the way, and eventually it hit the heel of the glove and then dropped down as an error. So Netting is able to reach on the E4. One down, one on. And Lucas Davey, the batter. Trying to go back to that last out. Like 2 to 6 to 3 to 4 to 3 to 5 before they finally got the out on that rundown. Right? Catcher to shortstop, to the first baseman, to the second baseman, back to the first baseman. Eventually to the third baseman, covering at second, who applied the tag. So Davey squares, shows bunt, takes the pitch. That one down low for ball one. 9-4, the lead for Jefferson. 5 outs away from advancing in the winner's bracket. Taking the day off tomorrow. Pitch missing outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Netting a little dancing around over at first, but not too much. Kelly with that 2-0. Swing and a miss. Big swing by Davey. He is 0 for 2. Lucas Davey has bounced out to the second baseman and has struck out swinging. Kelly taking his time, looking in at Hefner, now ready with that 2-1 pitch. Down low, maybe a bit away as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Davey will step back in. Valentine due next. Kelly to the plate. That one misses high. Pardon me, that was a 3-1 pitch in ball 4. I thought one of those others had been called a strike. I was off on that one, so Davey draws the base on balls. Now we'll put runners at first and second. And now how important is that caught stealing / pickoff with Pattison at first? He's the only out of the inning. Otherwise, the bases would be loaded. Valentine to the plate. Left-hand batter takes down an inside ball 1. Valentine has struck out, has walked, and has scored a run. Kelly to the plate. This one's in there for a strike. Count now at 1-1. Golden opportunity for Bi-State here in the bottom of inning number 5. Down 9-4. Every run is crucial right now. Here's a strike taken by Valentine. That one breaking down and into the left-hand batter, but caught that inside corner. Now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kelly to the plate, and the pitch down low. Count now at 2-2. The runners at first and second. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. A good pitch again, really handcuffing the left-hand batter. A strikeout will be the second strikeout for Kelly since coming in relief. 2 outs in the inning for Dakota Joyner. Joyner has bounced out to second and has drawn a walk, and he fouls a pitch back for strike 1. Both of those at bats against the starter Roberts. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Now this is very similar to the at-bat that Joyner had in the 4th inning against the starter Roberts, where he fell behind 0-2 and eventually drew the walk. Kelly ready. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Joyner caught watching that one. A pair of strikeouts in the inning. 3 in the ballgame now for Ryan Kelly. Able to work around an error and a walk. A couple of base runners are stranded. And we will head to the 6th and final inning of regulation when we come back with your score: Jefferson 9 and Bi-State 4.
The National Maritime Center primary mission is to credential all U.S. mariners. We have approximately 250 employees here in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Most people aren't aware of the quality of life here in Berkeley County. We have a lot of employees that are from the area. We obviously have folks that have to do tours here, and it's kind of a little bit of a hidden secret of how nice the quality of life is here.
Blue Ridge Community and Technical College. Integrated directly with economic and workforce needs of the region, our programs are learner-centered and essential to the needs of a fast-paced global economy. To schedule a visit or to learn more, go to blueridgectc.edu. Take possibility to new heights. Ascend the ridge today. Blue Ridge Community and Technical College.
Well, thanks to our sponsors for supporting our coverage of Little League All-Star Tournament baseball action. Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. Bechtel Jewelers, Millers, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Berkeley County Health Department, Mirius Group and Ameriprise. Financial advisors John Everson and Phil McCoy, and Parsons Ford. Glad to be with you from here in Petersburg, the Grant County Little League Complex, and Michael Field. Game 1 earlier went to Martinsburg, a 10-5 victory over Hampshire in the elimination game. Here in the winners bracket, it's a 9-4 lead for Jefferson. Jefferson to bat, top half of inning number 6, looking for more insurance as Connor Smith fouls the first pitch back and out of play for strike 1. Dakota Joyner came in relief in the last half inning. In 2/3 of an inning, has allowed a couple of runs on just 1 hit. 2 walks, 1 strikeout. He misses down low and away with this pitch, and it's 1-1 to Connor Smith. Brady Roberts, Cole Smith would be due next. The 4, 5, and 6 spots in the Jefferson order. Check swing and a strike to Connor Smith. Smith has walked and twice has lined out into center field. He's hit the ball sharply a couple of times, but no hit to show for it. And now takes that 1-2 that just missed outside. Well, 2 balls and 2 strikes. You almost got a sense of relief from Connor Smith after watching that one go by and kind of backing out of the box, looking at the umpire like, please tell me that was not a strike. Now that 2-2 delivery, and it's a hard hit ground ball towards the second baseman and past Davey out into right center field. The right fielder having to track it down will not get it in time to stop Smith at first base. He'll end up at second. Boy, very hard hit ball that Davey just did not handle. Once it got by him, very quickly into the outfield. And the right fielder had to go get it. By the time he could track it down, it scooted past him and into that gap. So now Brady Roberts, and he takes ball one. Roberts had an RBI single and a run scored in the first, struck out in the second, and then gave way to Miles Hoover, who hit in the fifth. Here's a pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Count evens up now 1-1. A lot of scoring early in this one, not so much after that first inning. 10 runs between the two combined in that first, as Roberts fouls this one back, a ball and 2 strikes. Since then, a combined 3 runs. 1 in the fourth for Bi-State, 2 in the fifth for Jefferson. The 1-2 pitch, beautiful breaking pitch, snapping down in there for a called strike 3. Oh, very nice pitch. 2 Ks now for Joyner in his time on the mound, and both have been looking. And now Cole Smith coming up. Smith with an RBI bunt, his first time up. Next time up, a pop out to short. He takes a called strike here, then gave way to Trajan Kinsler. Kinsler reached on a single and scored. Now Smith back out there. And the 0-1 pitch, down low and outside, 1-1. Looking ahead for Bi-State, the 9, 1, and 2 hitters will be due. It'll be the bottom half of the 6th inning. In need of at least 5 right now. There is a runner at second, now headed for third as the pitch to the plate goes off the glove of the catcher, and the throw down is not in time. Connor Smith takes third. Count now to Smith. 2 balls and a strike. That one working away from the batter, and Root got the glove out there but just couldn't bring it in. Ticked off the webbing. More than likely a pass ball, and now that 2-1 pitch hit into the air into shallow center field. Netting coming on, makes a sliding basket catch. The runner tags, the throw through to the plate. It's too high, and the runner will score. That would make it 10-4. It would be a sacrifice fly for Smith. Great catch out in center field by Netting. Charging in and making that sliding basket catch, but that's really what made that a tough play then at the plate, as he had to quickly plant that front foot, pop to his feet, and with that momentum ended up throwing very high to Root at the plate. So 10-4. Now that lead for Jefferson, and the pitch to Gilliam popped foul, back out of play for strike 1. At the plate now with 2 outs, and the base is empty with a run in. Sacrifice from Smith. He does his job. And Gilliam swings and lines this one past the shortstop. That out into left center field for a hit. And he is now 3 for 4 on the day. Boy, Darren Gilliam swinging a hot bat. 3 singles. Has also reached on a fielder's choice. Been on base all 4 times and has scored 2 runs. Now a 2-out base runner for Xander Granados. Granados has reached on an error, struck out and walked, has scored a run and lays down a bunt. Very nicely done. Joyner down. He's got it. Throw to first, not in time. A bunt base hits for Granados, putting runners at first and second. Boy, you could not lay that one down much better. Got out into the grass, out far enough that the catcher Root had a tough time getting to it. but not far enough for Joyner to make an easy play. And by the time he could get to it, turn and throw to the second baseman covering, Granados legs it out. Now it brings up Jet Gross out of the number 9 spot in the order. He takes high ball 1. Gross has an RBI single and a ground out to short, and here is a runner on the move, and the throw down to third. It gets away, and Gilliam comes around to score. So Gilliam draws some attention, takes off for third, and then the throw, an errant one. And 2 runs have scored in the inning, 11-4. Jefferson adds to the lead, and yet another error for this Bi-State team. I've got them upwards of 7 so far in this ball game. Here is a pop-up along the third base line. Joyner comes over, and the pitcher makes the play. And Gross, on that 1-0 pitch, pops out to end the inning. But the damage is done as Jefferson plates 2 more runs, and now they're just 3 outs away from moving on in the winner's bracket. We'll take our 60-second break, come back for the bottom of inning number 6 with Jefferson in front of Bi-State 11-4.
Hi, this is Eric from Hagerstown Ford. I keep telling you that Hagerstown Ford has completely changed the car buying experience forever. And with a return policy easier than Walmart, Hagerstown Ford has a goal to deliver 350 cars and trucks per month. And when I say deliver, I mean deliver to you, where you are, just like Amazon does. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. The only way Hagerstown Ford can accomplish this extremely aggressive goal is to make the car buying process fast and easy. We simply refuse to play the dumb back and forth games that most dealerships want to play. There's absolutely no reason for you to waste your precious time at a car dealership. I assure you, there is no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. that can beat our price. There's no dealership that will allow you to return your new car if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely has the best price, and we'll bring the car to you. And if you don't want it, return it, period. No questions asked. There's no reason to buy anywhere else. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience and get your new ride delivered to you.
Contact dealer for details.
Well, here we go to the bottom half of inning number 6. 3 outs remaining for Bi-State. They will drop into the elimination game tomorrow against Martinsburg. It is Peyton Durst to get it started, and he will take strike 1 out of the number 9 spot in the order. Durst batting for a second time. Back in the second, reached on an infield single. Swings through this pitch from Ryan Kelly. Counts no balls, 2 strikes. Durst then gave way to Braylon McGreevy, who walked in the 4th. Now Durst back up there, and he takes a called strike 3. That 0-2 delivery on the outside part of the plate. That is now 4 Ks for Ryan Kelly since coming in relief. And he has struck out the last 3 batters that he has faced. Back to the top of the order, and Bradley Gensler. Gensler has a couple of base hits and has reached on an error to the center fielder, so been on base all 3 times. Checks his swing at a pitch that misses up and away, ball 1. 11-4, the lead for Jefferson. Win in this one, and they will take the day off tomorrow. Here's the pitch, sharply hit back up the middle. A backhand stab by a sliding second baseman, and the throw to first in time to get him. What a play, Cole Smith. Nice job ranging over to his right, going down to the ground on a slide, reaching out, grabbing that one, and still had enough on the throw to get Gensler at first. Put a little star by that one. On the out that goes 4-3. 2 outs in the inning. 31 is the official pitch count. So Corey Seib now being called on to hit again as he swings and bounces the first pitch in behind the plate, foul for strike 1. Seib started this game in right field, had a strikeout and then a double. Gave way to John Harris, who hit in the 4th. Now Seib back out there. The 0-1 is due. Kelly ready. Here it comes. And it's a line drive over the head of the shortstop and out into left field. It's a 2-out base hit. Nice piece of hitting, Seib. Going down and taking that one the other way. The left-hand batter sending it out into left field. A 2-out base runner for Tristan Root. Root has walked, been retired on a bunt attempt 1-3, and last time up A pop out in foul territory that was caught by the first baseman, Connor Smith. So Root to the plate for a fourth time in this one. 0 for 2 with a walk. The right-hand batter takes a fastball for strike one. Martinsburg waiting in the wings. Game time tomorrow, 6. Our pregame coverage right around 5:45 to 5:50. The 0-1 pitch. Root is ready. So too Kelly. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. 0-2. And now Kelly just a strike away from wrapping this one up. The 0-2 delivery. Here it comes. Misses down low and outside. Good eye by Root. Not going to chase after it. Good pitch by Kelly. One that you just might get that batter to chase. Now that 1-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. Root goes down on strikes, and the All-Stars of Jefferson get the win to stay in the winner's bracket. Your final score, 11-4. We'll come back and tell you all about it as we get into our postgame show. First, a 2-minute timeout. It's Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
It's one of the toughest times you'll ever face when someone close to you passes away. It's a swirl of papers to sign and arrangements to be made, all while you're dealing with grief. At Brown Funeral Home, we encourage you to pre-plan. Pre-planning not only makes things easier for you, it protects you from rising costs. At Brown Funeral Home, our families are precious to us, and so are yours. Brown Funeral Home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown, Ranson.
The level of care that I got at WVU Medicine was top-notch.
If you're not progressing in healthcare, you're falling behind.
Is really an integration, looking at a clinical care network, looking at the good people who can help push the envelope and raise the bar for delivering a quality healthcare product.
To have my life back is absolutely a blessing. I am beyond thankful for WVU Medicine. I absolutely 100% have my life back.
Welcome to La Bella Vita, named for my Grandma Vita. Our mountaintop getaway honors her legacy while complementing the home's spectacular views. This recently renovated property boasts a breathtaking landscape of Deep Creek Lake while providing great open interior spaces for a sensational vacation. You'll immediately notice the great room allows for entertaining, dining, and relaxing after long days on the lake or skiing on the slopes of Wisp. Your family and friends will enjoy relaxing in all the open spaces. The home features 6 bedrooms, including 4 that are private suites. And each of the 4 levels of this home feature amazing visibility as far as the eye can see. Like our family, we hope you enjoy making memories here on the mountain. We love sharing the spacious, warm, and inviting home that overlooks the lake. Cheers to the beautiful life, La Bella Vita.
League Complex and Michael Field. We are just outside of Petersburg. Matt Miller with you. Caleb Falero, our studio engineer. Matt Crawford off for the weekend. Game 1 of the District 6 tournament in the books at the 10 and 12-year-old level as Martinsburg got the win in the early game in the elimination bracket. 10-5 the final over Hampshire here in the nightcap. Jefferson an 11-4 win over Bi-State. Jefferson has the day off tomorrow, and they're just a win away from being the district champion. Bi-State has a date with Martinsburg tomorrow at 6. More on that in just a bit. Let's recap the scoring in this one. All started for Jefferson in the first inning when they sent 11 batters to the plate, scored 7 runs on 4 hits and 3 Bi-State errors, a couple of walks and a hit batter in there as well. There was an RBI single for Brady Roberts, an RBI bunt out for Cole Smith, an RBI infield base hit for Darren Gilliam, and an RBI single as well for Jet Gross. That would be it for Jefferson until the 5th inning. In between, Bi-State scored 3 in the bottom of the first. A 3-run home run for Julian Pattison. That scored Bradley Gensler, who had reached on a leadoff single, and Tristan Root, who reached on a one-out walk. Patterson brought them all home and made it a 7-3 game. Bi-State wouldn't score again until the bottom of the fourth inning. They would get 3 straight walks with 1 out, and with the bases loaded, a pitching change made, and the first batter that Ryan Kelly faced sent a fly ball into center field. It was mishandled by Brady Roberts in center. That error allowed a run to score, but Kelly bore down and got the last 2 batters without giving up any more runs, and Jefferson then put 2 on the board in the top of the 5th inning. An RBI bases loaded walk for Sam Hefner to score 1 run. An error on the third baseman scored the other. Jefferson added 2 more in the top of the 6th inning. A sacrifice fly for Cole Smith and another run scoring on an error, and that would be all that Ryan Kelly would need as he would close this one out, as Bi-State did not score in either the 5th or the 6th. And your final, it is Jefferson 11 and Bi-State 4. We'll run some numbers and wrap up our broadcast when we come back. A 60-second timeout, and then we return to Petersburg. It's Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Hi, this is Eric from Hagerstown Ford. I keep telling you that Hagerstown Ford has completely changed the car buying experience forever. And with a return policy easier than Walmart, Hagerstown Ford has a goal to deliver 350 cars and trucks per month. And when I say deliver, I mean deliver to you, where you are, just like Amazon does. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. The only way Hagerstown Ford can accomplish this extremely aggressive goal is to make the car buying process fast and easy. We simply refuse to play the dumb back and forth games that most dealerships want to play. There's absolutely no reason for you to waste your precious time at a car dealership. I assure you, there is no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. that can beat our price. There's no dealership that will allow you to return your new car if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely has the best price, and we'll bring the car to you. And if you don't want it, return it, period. No questions asked. There's no reason to buy anywhere else. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience and get your new ride delivered to you.
Contact dealer for details.
Look at the numbers from this one. We'll begin with the pitching totals. We start with Brady Roberts for Jefferson. He would go 3 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs on 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 5 walks. Ryan Kelly, 2 2/3 innings. He would not give up a run, did allow 1 hit, 5 strikeouts, and 1 base on balls. Leighton Valentine in the start for Bi-State, 7 runs on 5 hits in 4 1/3 innings, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 1 hit batter. Dakota Joyner, an inning and 2/3 of relief, gave up 4 runs on 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. We had 6 hits in all for Bi-State, helping to lead the way. Bradley Gensler out of the leadoff spot. He had a couple of singles, also reached on an error. Corey Seib had a double and a single. Tristan Root, a walk and a run scored. And, of course, Julian Patterson with a big 3-run home run, intentionally walked each of his next 2 times up. For Jefferson, we had 8 hits in all for them, and helping to lead the way was Darren Gilliam. He went 3 for 4, 3 singles, 2 runs scored, 1 run batted in, also reached on a fielder's choice. You're talking about a single and a run scored, a run driven in as well for Sam Hefner. How about Brady Roberts had an RBI single in there as well. Jet Gross had an RBI single out of that number 9 spot in the order, so hitting up and down the lineup for Jefferson. Final totals look like this. Jefferson had 11 runs on 8 hits with 2 errors. They stranded 7-5 in scoring position. Bi-State 4 runs on 6 hits with 7 errors. They left 8 on base, 4 in scoring position. Roberts the win, Valentine the loss. Time of the game, 2 hours and 1 minute. Bi-State falls to 1-1. Jefferson now 3-0 in District 6 play. All right, tomorrow, 6 o'clock, the scheduled first pitch. Martinsburg will take on Bi-State. That's an elimination game. The loser is done, while the winner will have to come back and beat Jefferson twice in order to claim the District 6 championship. Tomorrow night's pregame getting underway right around 5:45 to 5:50 following Washington Nationals baseball as they close out to the series and head into the All-Star break, hosting the Kansas City Royals at 1:35 with a pregame at 1:05. The Nationals with a 6-0 win over the Royals earlier today. Max Scherzer striking out 11 over 7 innings to get the win in that one. So it's a doubleheader tomorrow. Major League Baseball, the Nationals and Royals at 1:05 the pregame, leading right into Little League All-Star Baseball. Martinsburg and Bi-State with our pregame right around 5:50. Stay tuned. We'll get you back into CBS Sports programming, our regular schedule, in just a moment. Thanks to each of our sponsors supporting our coverage of Little League All-Star Baseball. Thank you for joining us at each of our broadcast entities. Thanks to all of the coaching staffs providing us with lineups, information for our broadcast, and thanks to District 6 Administrator Nevin Kilmer and Tournament Directors Richie Baldwin and Buddy Alt for all of their help and support. All the folks here at the press box at Michael Field for their hospitality with our broadcast coverage today. Caleb Valero is our studio engineer. I'm Matt Miller, reminding you our finals today. In Game 1, it was Martinsburg over Hampshire 10-5. In the nightcap, Jefferson tops Bi-State 11-4. Until tomorrow, so long, everyone.
We thank you for listening to live play-by-play coverage of Little League All-Star Baseball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring, Bechtel Jewelers, Miller's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, the Berkeley County Health Department, Procter & Gamble, Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors John Everson and Phil McCoy, and Parsons Ford.
Little League All-Star Baseball is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR, Martinsburg. All rights reserved.